In the quiet dawn air of Bundase, with the eastern sky slowly awakening over the vast training grounds near Dawhenya, something significant and historic was unfolding. Soldiers on standby, tanks rolling into formation, artillery positioned with precision, special forces poised in readiness. The land combat power demonstration was already a spectacle of Ghana's defense capability. But beyond the drills, beyond the synchronized thunder of military machinery, and beyond the disciplined march of uniformed men and women, an announcement was about to reshape the trajectory of Ghana's armed forces and rewrite a chapter in the nation's security history. Before we dive deeper into today's update, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is key to helping us grow and reach more viewers like you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exciting updates. On October 31st, 2025, Deputy Defense Minister Ernest Brogya Genfi stood before Ghana's senior military leadership, defense attaches, and invited dignitaries, and delivered a message that echoed far beyond the firing ranges of Bundase. With calm authority, he declared that Ghana was preparing for its most ambitious armed forces retooling and modernization program in the country's history, a defense transformation drive unlike anything Ghana has ever undertaken. Beginning in 2026, the government led by President Dramani Mahama would embark on a comprehensive overhaul of the armed forces, strengthening military capability, upgrading facilities, enhancing welfare, and laying foundation for a more agile, advanced, and mission-ready military force. For years, the conversation around national defense had revolved around incremental upgrades, equipment replacements, or modest infrastructure expansions. But this time, the tone was different. This was not a routine equipment supply plan. It was not another periodic procurement cycle. It was, as the deputy minister emphasized, a historic reset, a deliberate, bold, and ambitious leap into the future. The announcement aligned with President Mahama's broader Resetting Ghana agenda, a national development vision that prioritizes modernization, infrastructure renewal, and strengthening key state institutions. And in this vision, the Ghana Armed Forces sits at the very heart of national stability and resilience. The deputy minister's words painted a picture of a military that was not only going to be well-armed, well-equipped, and technologically empowered, but one that would be better trained, better housed, and better cared for. Troop welfare would be front and center, because as the government stressed, the strength of a military lies not only in its weaponry and machinery, but also in the well-being of the men and women who serve, sacrifice, and defend. Across the parade field that morning, seasoned generals who had witnessed decades of Ghana's defense evolution listened closely. New cadets stood tall, imagining what this new era would mean for their careers and their service. Observers from partner nations nodded with recognition. For a country that has become a beacon of peace and stability in West Africa, this new modernization effort would not just be about internal defense, but also strengthening Ghana's leadership role in regional peace and security. And as the sounds of simulated combat echoed across the training grounds, with armored vehicles maneuvering into action, artillery units locking targets, and infantry battalions executing coordinated combat drills, it became clear that this was not mere symbolism. It was a message. Ghana was demonstrating capability, confidence, and readiness. And with the modernization program ahead, what the world saw at Bundase was only the beginning. The modernization plan promises to touch every pillar of military development. New and advanced military hardware, upgraded communication and surveillance systems, strengthened cyber capabilities, modern accommodation facilities and barracks designed for comfort, dignity, and efficiency, improved training centers and recovery facilities, better healthcare support systems, enhanced welfare packages for families of service personnel. It goes beyond weapons and equipment. It is about building a force that is psychologically supported, operationally ready, technologically equipped, and strategically positioned. The military is not just preparing for traditional battlefield threats, but evolving to face new age security challenges, from international terrorism to maritime piracy, from cybersecurity breaches to regional stability missions. In a world where modern risks are unconventional and unpredictable, Ghana is positioning its armed forces not simply to react, but to anticipate and deter. But even as the deputy minister outlined a vision of strength and advancement, he delivered another powerful message, one rooted in the timeless values of military culture. Discipline, he reminded the troops, remains the soul of the armed forces. Modern equipment may enhance capability, improved welfare may boost morale, but it is discipline that safeguards reputation, unity, professionalism, and public trust. With modernization comes responsibility, he emphasized. Every soldier must uphold the honor of the uniform, both in action and character. Misconduct would not be tolerated. Any attempt to tarnish the image of the institution would be dealt with firmly, according to military regulations and national law. In that moment, it became evident that this transformation plan was not merely about modernization of assets, but modernization of values, a renewal of commitment to integrity, discipline, and excellence. This ambitious defense revolution comes at a moment of strategic transition within Ghana's military command structure. Earlier in March 2025, President Mahama appointed new service chiefs, including Lieutenant General William Agyapong as Chief of Defense Staff, ushering in a leadership team with a fresh mandate to lead Ghana into a new era of defense capability. Additionally, the government has taken steps to strengthen manpower. A massive recruitment plan to enlist 12,000 new personnel over 3 years is already underway. The recruitment process, redesigned to ensure equity and cost efficiency, is not only expanding the force but also widening opportunity for young Ghanaians across all regions. The government has made it clear a stronger, modernized Ghana armed forces must also be a more inclusive and diverse one. From increasing troop presence to boosting logistic support to improving barracks and bases nationwide, this military renewal agenda intends to equip Ghana not only for peacekeeping and regional operations, but for national development as well. Throughout the exercise at Bundase, the air was filled with the familiar booms of artillery, the tactical movements of infantry formations, and the sight of armored units demonstrating precision maneuvers. Battle Group, led by the 1st Infantry Battalion with support from the 2nd and 5th Battalions, the 153 Armored Regiment, 66th Artillery Regiment, 48 Engineer Regiment, 81 Signal Regiment, and Special Operations Brigade, displayed coordinated firepower and operational mastery. These units represented the backbone of Ghana's land combat capability, and the demonstration served as a visible reminder of the resilience and tactical competence of Ghana's troops. It also showcased the success of Ghana's military training institutions. The Ghana Armed Forces Command and Staff College was praised for its role in bridging academic theory with combat application. Student officers from across Africa trained side by side, strengthening cooperation, building trust, and reinforcing Ghana's leadership in shaping continental defense collaboration under ECOWAS and the African Union. As the day drew to a close and the sounds of gunfire faded into the wind, a strong sense of confidence lingered in the air. Ghana was signaling more than just readiness. It was signaling vision. A vision of a nation preparing itself not only for future threats, but for future responsibilities. A nation determined to strengthen peace at home and extend stability across the region. A nation building a force equipped for tomorrow's battlefield, physical, digital, and geopolitical. The specifics of the budget are yet to be revealed, and procurement details remain undisclosed. But the scale and tone of the announcement leave no doubt. Ghana is stepping into a new military era, one defined by strategic investment, institutional renewal, and an unwavering belief that national defense is a foundation for national development. And now, as the world watches and the armed forces prepare for this transformational phase, one thing is clear. This is not just about equipment upgrades or infrastructure projects. It is about pride. It is about identity. It is about positioning Ghana on the path of modern defense excellence. From Bundase to Burma Camp, from patrol bases in the northern frontier to naval docks in Tema and Takoradi, a new chapter is unfolding. A chapter where the Ghana Armed Forces is poised to emerge stronger, smarter, and more prepared than ever before. A chapter driven by strategic vision, patriotic commitment, and national resolve. The modernization era has begun, and Ghana stands ready to defend its future with resilience, honor, and unmatched determination. If you're excited about Ghana's future and want to stay informed on groundbreaking national developments like this, Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Big stories are unfolding, and you won't want to miss what's coming next.
If today is your first time watching this channel or you are returning to this channel for the exciting content, please subscribe to the channel for more educative and developmental projects across Ghana and Africa as a whole. Do you want to know about the state of a project in Africa? Then make sure to like and comment the name of the project you would like us to talk about and its current state.